Hello everyone once again, this is Rob, and welcome back to Media Awareness and another first reaction video. Before I continue, a reminder the fundraiser continues. For those of you new to my channel or unaware, I am a disabled individual, and I use a motorized wheelchair slash scooter all day every day for my independence, and I need your help. My insurance will not cover anything with regard to my scooter, as they view it as a quote luxury item end quote, despite the fact that I'm unable to walk whatsoever, in addition to being unable to use any other type of scooter or power chair, or even a standard wheelchair for that matter, as I only have limited dexterity in one hand. In addition to that, I do not have a backup scooter or wheelchair to rely on at the current time. So if my scooter should malfunction as it did a few months ago, I will yet again be a fish out of the water, a scenario I want to avoid at all costs. With that stated, below the title of this video and the description below, as well as in a separate section below the information pertaining to the video I'll be reacting to, you can find a spot fund link. It is a fundraiser, it's easy to contribute, it takes a few seconds, and any and all help is welcome. I cannot stress that enough. Even $5 or $10 can make all the difference in the world, and you can even contribute anonymously. The purpose of the fundraiser is to both help me with raising funds to continue the ongoing refurbishing of my existing scooter, as well as to help me save for a new scooter. I arrived at these conclusions following the malfunction, as alluded to a moment ago, whereby my battery charging mechanism had failed entirely, and for roughly 2 weeks I needed to rely on family and friends to push me around my own home, severely limiting my independence. However, it was that long overdue wake-up call that I need a backup plan in mind, and that backup plan is to have a brand new scooter to use moment to moment, day to day, every day, and my existing scooter completely refurbished, waiting in the wings to be used at a moment's notice, if necessary, when necessary. So please do what you can. I would greatly appreciate it. I do want to extend a gracious thanks to those who have contributed thus far, in addition to those who plan on contributing, as your contributions have and will make a world of difference in my life. Thank you all. I love you all. If you're not yet subscribed to Media Awareness, my channel, please consider subscribing and becoming part of the Media Awareness family. I'd love to have you. Additionally, if you do subscribe, please make sure to click the bell icon. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, much like this one. I'm in the mood for some Marillion. Are you? This is a track from their album called Fugazi. If you're not familiar with Marillion, they are a progressive rock band dating back to the late 70s, early 1980s, just as progressive rock was being put in the grave, so to speak, for that time frame. Yet Marillion persevered through that and continues to make music to this day, albeit with a different singer. The new singer is Steve Hogarth. He has been the singer since the um, late 1980s, early 1990s, and he is known as H. We're going to travel back in time, though, to the Fugazi tour. And we're going to experience the title track from Fugazi, titled Fugazi, and this is from 1984. Now, this is kind of rare, and it popped up on my feed, so I'm not going to question it. With all of my reaction videos, you'll find this link below in the description. I do this because the musicians and bands who create this music for us, the fans, do so with the utmost creativity and integrity, and they deserve all the credit in the world for their hard work, so always click on those links. In this case, the link will take you directly to the person that was kind enough to upload this footage for us, the fans of Marillion. And if you're curious, keep watching. You will not be sorry. Marillion is one of those bands that It's just virtuoso musicianship, um, incredible lyricism, and performances like you've never seen. And I'm excited for this. So I will be back following this with my assessment.
Vodka intimate, an affair with isolation in a black cell. Extinguishing the fires in a private hell, provoking the hearted to read the license of a bleeding heart poet in a fragile capsule, propping up the crust of the glitter conscience. In the christening shawl of a hangover baptized in tears from the real, tears from the real. Drowning in the liquid seas on the Piccadilly line, rat race scuttling through the damp electric labyrinth. Within the Walkman where the halo of distortion, oral contraceptive, aborting pregnant conversation. From the timeline guardians and the conscience bubbles, safe and dry in my sea of troubles. 9 to 5s with suitable ties, cast adrift as their sideshow, peep show. Stereo hero, be calm, be still, bewitched. Drowning, drowning in the rail. Come on! Suck it! The thief of Baghdad hides in Islington now, bringing deportation for his sacred cow. A legacy of romance from a twilight world. The diary of a relative mystery girl. A family's from a bucket world. A mistress of police from a magazine spies. Magdalene's contract fillers. Defeating all the worst of crimes. Altered by the throne. But the pros, they have got you all by the throat. Okay! Come on! Everybody! A son of a swanted, multiform, burning my poets on standard. The leading disciples got to testaments of hatred in the songbirds whose nonsense lies true. And this is best in chance. A night's back, folds his newspaper castle. A creature of habit bends the woman's collar. His evil soldiers in the great stable, and live in the heart of good Freddy's love. This is no place for children. No place. No place. Watches by the sky, no picture it comes. In search of
have Marillion with Fugazi, the title track from the album of the same name, being performed live in 1984. And let's talk about this performance. So first of all, Fugazi was an album that the band admittedly um, both wrote and recorded um, under uh, the influence of a lot of substances. um, there is a documentary about the making of the album that they released with the deluxe edition of the album. I believe the actual documentary may be here on YouTube. Some of them are, some of them aren't, and they tend to appear and disappear with time. But they had stated that after the surprising success of the album prior to that, uh, they went a little excessive in the substance area, and the album itself has been remixed and remastered from the original master tapes and sounds a lot better now with that reissue. The original album, I never cared for the production sound. Neither did the band, actually, which is why they actually went ahead and had it remixed and remastered so that it would sound a little less bad. Um, and they succeeded. It does sound really good, but you can definitely tell in certain areas that there were some questionable writing decisions and song structure decisions. That being stated, it is still a good album, and this song itself is a great song by all means. Uh, Guys here really doing well and playing the song quite accurately and energetically, if I may say so, as well. And Fish is just owning that stage. He has the crowd in the palm of his hand, and they are just enamored with the performance. You could see from those shots of the crowd, and you can see why. Um, there was it was a great performance from a time long past now, 1984, uh, and I didn't know about Marillion in 1984. I didn't know about Marillion until roughly 2003, 2004. Um, so quite a long time after, uh, and I had a lot of catching up to do as far as albums, listening to them, and uh, just getting acquainted with the sound of the Fish era Marillion, which spanned the first four studio albums, and then the H era of Fish, which is um, it started with the departure of Fish and continues to this day. And like I said, the band is still out there making great music and touring, but in this performance, they're all really solid. They're in the pocket. Um, and for a song that's structured like this, it's an impressive performance. Uh, it's not always easy to replicate um, a piece of music that has time changes like this song. And they did a really good job of that. And hats off to them for such a great performance in their early years. And I'm just really, really impressed with that. I hope that you are as well. Leave your comments in the comment section below, along with any suggestions for other Marillion reactions. If I haven't seen it yet, I will do a reaction. If I have seen it, I try not to do reactions to things I have seen unless I haven't seen it in some time. Um, then I kind of reacquaint myself via the reactions. So that's my rules for reactions. But put your suggestions in the comment section or feel free to reach out to me via the email address in the description below. It's my personal email. And of course, there is my personal Facebook, which you can contact me at as well for those of you who are still on Facebook. This is Rob with Media Awareness, and I will see you all again soon. Have a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are. Take care. Bye.